Shyness, right? Does anybody know a shy person? Yeah? How do you notice? How do you know that somebody's shy? How? What are the indicators that somebody, doesn't really feel comfortable amongst other people? Quietness. Yeah, they're quiet, right? Yes, they don't make eye contact. What else?
If you notice they kind of want to say something, but it
doesn't come out, right? Okay. You're choking, right? Great. So let's just start off by saying that there is absolutely nothing wrong with being shy. There are a lot of successful shy people, right? You don't really need to be an extrovert to do what you want with your life. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you'd like to get a bit, feel a lot more comfortable amongst people, feel more comfortable talking in front of groups, right? Let's talk a bit about a few things that you can do to get there, right? To get a bit out of your comfort zone in that sense. A key element in overcoming that shyness is what? How do you know what is the body posture of somebody who is not really showing themselves, right, to the world? Yeah, slouched, right? What am I suggesting if I'm about to fight you, right? But I'm like that, right? Am I letting my Wing Chun come out? Not really. What?
Only to the flies.
Only to the flies, right? So I feel comfortable with flies. But what if I change my body posture, right? You don't want your chin sticking out too much, right? Because this is very risky. But you do want to express with your eyes, like with your chest, right? You want to express confidence. You want to express that you are what? You're filling and you're using your space. Have you noticed that confident people, when they sit down, they occupy a lot of space? Why? Why do they do that? Especially men, right? Confident men, like sitting like this, right? Why do people do that? What? They don't have to not get people close to them, right? Okay, but did you notice that people who open up actually are very magnetic? That's the paradox, that when you occupy a lot of space, people tend to gravitate towards you, right? And the inverse is also valid, right? When you're trying to occupy the least amount of space, right? People tend to do what? Tend to avoid that space, right? Why? It feels that way, right? It feels like it's a person who doesn't want to give, right? So if you're closed up, you feel like you don't have something to give, right? The analogy would be like, if Vali would give me a hand. Yeah, thank you. So the analogy would, like, if you're attacking me, right, and I'm closed up and then closed and closed and closed and closed, right? I'm gonna be very hesitant to give. But if I occupy my space, this is very risky, but you're sending a message. My message is like, hey, this is my space, right? So this is now more of a mental game than a physical game. So when he comes in, right, he just gets hit before, right? Or if I keep my space here, but I'm in there, right, taking my space, It's very easy to hit him. The more open I am, the more I occupy my space, right? The closed I am, the harder it is to
get out.
Yeah, to let the power come out, right? Great. So, thank you. Similarly, if I'm closed up, let's say that this is going to be a bit metaphysical, right? But hear me out. When you're closed up, the air around you becomes very condensed, right? Like your energy is very stiff. Have you noticed that when somebody's like when the atmosphere in a room is very tense, right? We say that you can cut it with a knife. Do you enjoy that? Not really, right? But when the atmosphere inside the room is very loose and you can relax, do you enjoy that? Right? So by being open and by relaxing inside your body, what happens to the people around you? They also relax, right? People enjoy being around you because they enjoy who they are being when they're around you, right? You know that saying, I like myself when I'm with you, right? So for you to be able to do that, you don't necessarily need to be a super extrovert, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Come on, let's do it, right? It's very cool to be shy. However, what were we discussing the last time about questions and conversations, right? About getting to know people. What's important when asking questions? Go deeper and deeper, right? Can I be shy, but ask you a lot of questions as well and be genuinely interested in you?
I guess you could, but yeah.
It's a balance, right? Because you're not totally shy. Being shy is like you're thinking all about, oh my God, what's going to happen, right? If I screw up, if I make a mistake, right? You're thinking mostly of yourself. But if I'm making the bridge and I want to know something about you, is that helping me get out of my shyness and find a bit more balance between being an extrovert and being an introvert? Yeah? So it doesn't mean giving up who you are. It just means complementing your skills with questions, right? With coming outside of your shell, let's say. Does that make sense? A lot of people who are shy, they don't want to screw up, right? Like when I asked you today, I asked you guys, what would you like us to talk about tonight, right? Silence. Right?
I said something, but I agree with you.
Yeah, I noticed that. What did you ask?
What is the purpose of meaning?
What?
What?
And that would have been a hard one, yeah. Were you serious about that, or were you like trying to? Yeah, it was a joke, right? That's something that I cannot answer.
We should do a seminar at the College of Philosophy.
Yeah, the purpose of meaning. What is the flower of plants? Yeah. Cool. So after we cracked the joke, right? You said, okay, let's talk about shyness, right?
I said that because everyone in the group was shy.
Exactly, right? So why don't people, when you want to say something but you don't, why does that happen? Because you don't want to look stupid, right? What were we saying before, right? We were saying, in order to be fast, first you need to be what? Slow, right? So sometimes, in order to be right, is it useful to be wrong? Right? So you know the difference. So coming back to it, how do you overcome your shyness if you choose to, if it's not serving you any longer? Posture, right? The way you use your body. From here, you step up, right? You fill up your space. You use your space. And it's going to be super uncomfortable in the beginning, right? Because you're used to using this space. right? Instead of using this space. And let's say a third option, asking questions. Being genuinely interested in the person in front of you, right? Does that help? Yeah. Shy people have an incredible advantage or incredible wisdom because they're looking inside of themselves so much, right? And they think a lot. They're very, very smart. They're very smart, right? They don't really need so much external validation, right? Whereas extroverts, we're like, oh my God, show me who I am, right? Give me your praise. Give me, right? So what you want is a healthy balance of what? Of both, right? Getting both.